Welcome back to the Happy Viking Workshop, the most oily workshop in all of YouTube. This is Charlie, my 1986 Toyota Crown, and at the moment she's got a little bit of a leaky top end. Not exactly sure where it's coming from, but I presume it's a gasket from the valve cover. So we're going to have a look today, see if we can get that fixed up and check out and see if there's anything else that we need to fix while we're in there as well. So come, let's have a look. So this is Toyota's 5MGE engine. It's a pretty cool looking engine, I reckon, and it's got dual overhead cams. So I'm pretty sure the gasket on this side and on this side are both leaking, especially at the back of the engine towards the firewall there. This side shouldn't be too hard to get into. This one looks a bit messy. I don't think it'll be too difficult, but we just got to take our time and make sure we get in there. Shouldn't have any problems. What could possibly go wrong? So this is where it looks like it's leaking from, down through here. You can see at the back there, looks like it's been leaking down onto the exhaust manifold, onto the little cover there. You can see it's all baked on and burnt on there. So definitely overdue for this change. First thing we want to do is take off the intake. So this is where the engine breathes, basically sucks all the air in, mixes with the fuel, and that's what makes the car go boom and go. Just remove all these plastic bits and get it out of the way so I can get down to where we need to get to. It's actually a bit worse than I first thought. You can see it really leaking up underneath there. And that's where the gasket goes, between that cover there and the tower. So that's what we're going to look at changing out. I love these old Toyotas because they're so simple to work on. Like, they're so mechanical. To hold this cover on is literally 4 screws that are accessible right through the top of the cover, as you can see. So just remove those 4 screws and voila. Pop. Definitely some baked on oil there that's been there for a long time. And this is what cam lobes look like after 170,000 kilometers in a Toyota Crown. Next step is to remove the old gasket, and this thing is stuck. I don't think this has ever been changed in 40 years, which is probably why it's leaking. Here she comes. Look at that. Stiff as mum's old biscuits stuck in the tin. This is what the gasket should look like. This is what the old one does look like. Get rid of this one, crack it open, and throw her away. Next, clean off some of this baked on oil. You don't really have to do this, but I thought once I'm already in there and having a look, bit of degreaser, bit of elbow grease, get her clicking along. Probably won't come up perfect, but clean up the mating surface, that's for sure. Then I grab a little bit of oil and put it onto the new gasket. I read somewhere a long time ago, you put a little bit of oil on a gasket or an O-ring, and that way it helps seal it. Not sure why, but it's always worked for me so far. This part for me is so satisfying. Look at it just slide on in there. Love it. And done. Then we just put her back in place and drop in the 4 screws. All very straightforward. I really enjoy doing this on my car, and especially on projects that aren't so difficult. It's just fun to be able to have a go yourself, and I hope everyone out there gets to have a go at some point in their life, whether they know what they're doing or not. It is really good fun. To finish it off, I like to come in and tighten them by hand, get them down nice and snug. Found the electric screwdrivers can sometimes strip the thread, so you don't want to actually, don't do that. So next we want to get into this side, but in order to do that, I got to remove this and this and this and this and a whole bunch of other things too. And I got to move slowly because these are 40-year-old pipes. Now, out of everything, it all removed pretty easily except for that one. It really did not want to come off. It took me about 15 minutes just to get that one little pipe off. But she came. That's what she said. And then from there, everything is pretty much exactly the same. Going to remove the old, stiff, worn-out gasket and throw that one away. Put on a new gasket, oil her up, pretty straightforward, really. One of the easier jobs that I've ever had to do on an old car like this. Put all the pipes back on, nice and slow, nice and gentle. Give her a little bit of a lube if she needs it. And then I also forgot to film myself putting the intake back on. So you've probably noticed that this is just me taking it off, but in reverse. And tighten everything up from there. Do up all the screws. And that's all she wrote. So as far as difficulty goes, this was probably a 2 out of 5. And the number of F-ups that I made was actually surprisingly 0. If you'd like to see more content like this, please like, subscribe, and follow. You know what to do.